Hey guys, I think everyone kind of figure out by now that Jaguar Wright is doing all this for clout, okay? She's doing all of this for clicks and views to put it on her Philadelphia network. That's why something she's holding back on, like she said, the pregnancy test as well as the Gina Gold DNA test. We all know the outcome of both of those scenarios. It's going to be negative, all right, for both. So the Philadelphia is not, whatever she puts on there is going to be a negative for me because everything is out already. There's nothing she can put on there that's going to be new, that's going to be exciting, that's going to say this is fresh and this is an exclusive. Because she calls the other shows to put her stuff on their show. She's not keeping anything for her own content. In terms of Legina Gold, that's a wrap. That's a done deal. We already know what that is. These people got together, put their heads together, and say, listen, we're going to make money out of this. People like this type of scenario where a celebrity, alleged child was held in captive for all these years and they hit her in plain sight. People like that kind of stuff. So we're going to run with it. We're going to make money off of it. But I don't see her making any kind of money so far. The story is out. It's a wrap. So by the time she gets Philadelphia off the ground, people won't be interested. It's already stale. People are tired of the scenario with Legina Gold. People want to move on. So let me get into the video. But before I get into the video, I want to replay something that Jaguar put out when she called the 911 operator there in Phoenix, Arizona.
And he said he's a Glock. I said, he has a Glock. Yes, he's a dangerous person. They're not just...
She have no patience.
Okay. All right, ma'am. I'm going to go ahead and put all this information.
I don't know if you guys picked it up. She was about to cuss her out. She said, didn't I just tell? She was about to say, didn't I just tell this? Fill in the blank. That he got a Glock. She have no type of patience.
In the call, and I'm going to have a trooper give you a call, okay? Thank you. You're welcome, Jacqueline. Stay safe, okay? Okay. Jacqueline, I'll go ahead and get your information over to the trooper, and I'll have them give you a call and follow up with you regarding that, okay? He's dangerous, and he needs to be put in jail. Okay, I understand. What is this? Gerald Hoskins Johnson Jr. And Gerald with a J or a G? With a G. Okay, Gerald? Yep. L. Johnson Jr. All right, and what's his date of birth? 7/21/84. I don't know his social security number because I ain't no thief. No, that's okay. I don't need that. Just his name and date of birth. I'm going to go ahead and get this information over to our trooper, and I'm going to have him give you a call back, okay? So they can get some more information. Y'all need to put a warrant out on him for his arrest. He's dangerous. I got to get ready to leave the state just to make sure me and my family will be safe. No, I completely understand. Does he have any weapons or anything? Yes, he does. And you said he's a dangerous person? He has a Glock. Yes, he's a dangerous person. They're not just... Yes, he's dangerous. Okay. All right, ma'am. I'm going to go ahead and put all this information in the call, and I'm going to have a trooper give you a call, okay? Thank you. You're welcome, Jacqueline. Stay safe, okay? I'm doing the best I can.
She said, I'm doing the best I can, like if she's the damsel in distress, like if she needs somebody to, like the state troopers or the police department to come save her. I'm telling you, this woman is so dangerous. And you just got to wonder to what extent she's going to go to see this man on live, because anytime you contact police officers and you tell them that this man is a danger to you, he's a threat, he's got a Glock, they come in with with cannons firing, okay? So she really wants him on live. And I wonder if he realizes the seriousness of it. He may not know how serious this is, because when people want to do you in, they don't want to do it themselves. They find ways of other people doing you in for them. Anyway, let's get into the video. I just wanted to replay that part for those of you who did not know what she did. This is the first day she got out of the mental institution or the hospital, wherever she was. This is what she did the first day she got out. She wasted no time. So she means business. She wants him to be done in. So let's move forward now to what's going on with Gerald and Jaguar and where they're at. Now, Gerald said that she has been evicted. Okay, his name is on the lease and the mother's name on the lease. And they have been evicted because remember, when Gerald left Jaguar, she didn't have his state check to help her out anymore. And then she got locked up in the institution. So she didn't have any money coming in from social media putting out her videos. But she's got Legina Gold there. I don't know if her income is enough, because Jaguar did say it, it takes all these incomes to keep that apartment going. So she said Gerald would not be able to afford it because his income is not enough. If his income is not enough, then I'm sure he contributed along with the mama's income, Jaguar's income to make that apartment, to pay the rent. But since he left with his portion of the money that can contribute towards the rent. But he haven't been gone that long, not even a month, for them to get evicted off of non-payment of rent. Therefore, that tells me they were not paying rent before. Gerald said she has been evicted. Well, if she has been evicted, that means they didn't pay rent for a couple of months, right? They just don't evict you if you didn't pay 1 month's rent. I would think they'd give you a grace period, maybe 2-3 months before they give you that eviction notice. So she says she haven't been evicted. They just moving. Well, again, it's apples and oranges. Gerald says one thing, she says the other. But it's kind of convenient now that Legina Gold is the caretaker for her mama, right? Now that Gerald is gone, I guess she would need that extra income. And if she's hoping to buy a house, if she could not maintain an apartment with her salary alone, with whatever it is she got coming in, surely the mortgage on the house, she's not going to be able to maintain that. Or is she buying it cash? Because she says she's worth millions. She got money in the Swiss bank. So maybe she can afford to buy a house cash. Because if you think about it, she said Gerald could not afford that apartment by himself with his income. He said he's bringing in what, $1,800, $1,900 a month? If he couldn't afford the apartment with $1,800, $1,900 a month, and he was contributing to the rent. But it's kind of convenient now that Legina Gold is the caretaker for her mama, right? Now that Gerald is gone, I guess she would need that extra income. That tells me she couldn't afford it either. And if she couldn't afford that rent by herself, and she needed his income, I'm just doing deductive reasoning here. I'm not saying it's the absolute truth. I'm saying allegedly. Because if he can't afford if he could not afford the rent with his income, and it's almost $2,000, and her mom is living there, her mom is contributing to everything, Jaguar is contributing to everything, So that tells me one person couldn't hold on all those bills. It took all those checks. And I guess now that Gerald is gone, she's got Legina's income because Legina is now taking care of her mother. So it's going to be quite interesting. One of the announcements she made in her past video was that Legina was going to get her own apartment. And I thought, that was coming to fruition. But now she announced that Legina is going to be living with a mama. So I guess Legina's check is going to contribute towards the rent. Because you're not going to have a perfect stranger living there for free. I don't care how much she says she loves Legina. She's not going to have her living there for free. And as for Sam, did she buy herself the car and put Sam's name on the agreement, the leasing agreement? So I'm trying for this to make sense. If she used her son's credit to get the car, why do parents do that, by the way? They mess their kids' credit up because if they miss payments, if they can't afford the car gets repossessed, guess what? The child's name is on that lease. The child is going to be messed up. The credit history is going to be messed up early on in life. This is alleged. But if she did put his name on that lease, I hope she's going to pay on time. Or did she outright buy the car, cash? That could be a possibility. Drop your comments. Let me know what you think if Jaguar bought this car cash. Because she said that she bought him a $22,000 car. I think that was the figure. Wasn't that the figure? Drop it if I'm correct, folks. If she bought a $22,000 car, it couldn't be cash. Because just a couple of weeks ago, she was begging for food in a Jamaican restaurant and willing to sell her coochie to get the food. She was willing to go in the back and do what she got to do. So it couldn't have been cash. If she had the money, she wouldn't be begging for food. Make it make sense to me, guys. This is not making any kind of sense whatsoever. Because if I have money in the bank and I'm that wealthy, I'm not going to go prostitute myself for food. No way. No, sir. So then Goomba said, if she go ahead with this reporting that she wants to do about this alleged crime that she's accusing him of in Arizona, he said if she goes ahead with it, she's going to burn bridges with the family that they have in Arizona. I guess it's good friends. I don't know the relationship, how it goes, but I'm assuming it's good friends that they have. Whenever they touch down in Arizona, they go there, they stay at them, they have a good time. He said she's going to be burning those bridges. Because if the cops go to arrest him in Arizona, they're going to be going to these people's house because he's got his ID with these people's address on it. I guess it's a state ID because he doesn't have a driver's license. So he used their address to get a state license in Arizona. People do that. You don't have to live in the state. You use somebody else's address and you can have an ID, the state ID. When you don't have a driver's license, that's what you do. You get a state ID. And since they're always in Arizona, I guess both of them must have taken out a state ID. So he said she's going to be burning bridges, and it's true. She's going to make a lot of enemies. That's called self-sabotaging. You're trying to hurt somebody, but you end up hurting yourself. You don't know when to stop. Enough is enough. Jaguar, right? Enough is enough, my dear. You got to pull back. You got to check yourself, and you got to stop all this hatred. Because all this hatred that you have for Goomba, you're going to be the one who is going to be really in trouble at the end. You're going to lose everything. In the process of you trying to do him in and on live him and all of these things you're trying to do to him, you're going to self implode. Period. You're going to hurt yourself. But here's Jaguar on the Kingpin show talking some more ish. So here's Jaguar full of frustration expressing herself as usual, talking about Goomba tomorrow, what's going to happen tomorrow. So Kingpin asked her that she's contemplating having this abortion, getting rid of the baby, and this is what she had to say.
Who the fuck wants to give birth to Rosemary's baby? That fucking pussy, that's why he fucking pressed getting married so hard. I didn't fucking want to get married, but my son had just died. Sam was gone. My mom's fucking nuts. I was just looking for a reason to live. That pussy been playing a long con on me for 4 fucking years. And I know his mama's involved. And I know his brother's involved. Because his brother spends with fucking Bebe. And Bebe do fucking business with Rock Nation. Fuck you! Oh my fucking God. Y'all fucking thought I was a problem before? Fuck you, baby. You gonna be a dead hoe, baby. I fucking promise you that. He's a fucking disc jockey. He used to do parties over here at Coco Pele. And he wants to get in with Rock Nation so bad.
Jaguar must not have taken her medication because, boy, she went off. The paranoia was alive and well. She was feeling sorry for herself and she was attacking more people.
And guess who he's friends with? My brother-in-law. 4 fucking years of my life. 4 fucking years of my life. I've been living with a fucking spy.
She said a lot of things about Gerald in the past, but this is new. Now he's a spy. Okay, this is a new one.
I can't. Every time I would go to get my salve products together, something would go wrong. He would fuck something up. Something went wrong. Something went wrong. He's been sabotaging every fucking thing that we do and using PTSD as the excuse for all his fuck ups. Guys, this stopped being funny months ago. This has gone too far. Jaguar, I don't know if anybody knows Jaguar personally or she got some friends or family members who is willing to step in and reel her back in because she's going over the edge. She's really going over the edge. I don't see this ending well. And I thought it wasn't going to end well for Goomba, but it's Jaguar. Jaguar is the one who this is not going to end well for her because her mind is in the balance. She's not playing with a full deck. And unfortunately, her delusions are getting worse. And there's nobody to reel her back in. And they let her out too soon. And you know, when you look at it, mental illness, you can't poke fun at it. You can't make fun of the person because the person is really hurting. And I see where Jaguar, with all this talking and lashing out, she's hurting. She's hurting because she thinks she's in her right frame of mind, but she's not. So when these cops grab her and, you know, stop her from doing whatever it is she's doing, she believes she's right, so she's going to fight. And they know that she's out of her mind, so they're going to restrain her the best they can and put some bruises on her. So she's hurting herself. Every time she go in and out of these mental hospitals, she's hurting herself because she's tainting her brand. If she was hoping to get back in the music business, nobody's going to touch her now. Not with all this delusion of grandeur, the grandiose, the huge ideas that all her projects don't come into fruition. She's self-sabotage. It looks like if she's kissed, this is all alleged, it looks like if she's got schizophrenia going on with paranoia, the same thing that Legina Gold was diagnosed with.
Looks like if she's got that plus some, she's got more stuff going on. And so this is a woman who is crying out for help, but there's nobody there to help her. If it was me and I was in her situation, I would want someone to help me. I would want someone to put me in a place that I don't hurt myself and others, that I would be safe. They would treat me mentally until I'm well enough to be released back to the home situation. But there's nobody there putting their foot down because her personality is so strong that she overpowers people with her mouth. But that's all she got is mouth. As long as she's not raising her hand to hit you, you shouldn't be afraid of the mouth. That's just talk. It's just words. Anyway, YouTubers, drop your comments. I'm over and out. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel and to this video. Let's pray for Jaguar. Okay, we got to say a prayer for her. God ain't through with her yet. And she's not the worst. You know, there are people out there who are worse, believe it or not. I'm over and out. Thank you for watching.